Hello and welcome to my little review of the new DLC for the game Fallout New Vegas called Old World Blues. Old World Blues is about the Big Empty, an old science facility before the war, where there's still a few working researchers that they kind of have a problem, and guess what? You are going to solve that, at least kind of. So yeah, let me just jump right into the game, and I'll see you in the Big Empty. Alright, so here we are, the Big Empty, or I should rather call it the Big Mountain, as this was the name of this place before the war and before a certain experiment where they kind of blew the top of the mountain to dust, though that's why it's called the Big Empty by most of the people. Now, the Big Mountain facility houses the think tank, where there are still a few researchers left, and there's also lots of other buildings which you will explore in the time you're there. What I'm now trying to do is to tell you a bit of the story, without revealing too much. When you start up the game and load a save, there's a notice that your Pip-Boy gets a strange signal from a place near Nipton. It's on the bottom of the map, and when arriving there, you find out that there's a crashed satellite, which teleports you to the Big Mountain facility. Once there, you find out that not everything is what it seems in the Big Empty. The most common enemies in the Big Mountain are lobotomites, which are brainless humans that wander around aimlessly and detect the player is seen, and Night Stalkers, which are, except for a few, not invisible like in the main game. Other enemies include the Scorpions and normal robots, which also include robo-brains, like the normal robots you encounter in the main game, but also some cyber dogs, which were only in the main game only as a companion. There are a few uncommon enemies, which I'm not going to talk about, because I don't want to spoiler anything related to the story. The difficulty was a lot harder than the main game and the other DLCs. Instead of me needing to shoot an enemy a few times, often I needed to shoot a few magazines into a target to kill it. I did not die very often, but definitely shot much of the ammo I carried around. I'm playing on hard, but non-hardcore, but I thought it was a rather surprising change. While recording, I noticed that a few enemies were a bit easier to kill. That could be because I leveled up while playing the main story. There are a few really strange new weapons. The strangest of them all is probably the K9000. The cyber dog gun. It has a brain and an eye of a cyber dog, and also growls and barks from time to time. The other weapons include a new laser rifle and an axe. There's also a variety of new glove melee weapons. The new items include a new stealth suit, similar to the one in Dead Money, and also a few scientist-like vests. But nothing like something really useful in an open fight. Still, the stealth suit has a damage threshold of 14, which is okay. There are also a few helmets that heal you while wearing them. The overall atmosphere is that of an older science movie. Lots of failed experiments in the facility, and the place is really grey with few colors thrown in. But even at sunlight, the place is covered in a darker tone, which, in my opinion, all adds to the overall atmosphere, which I really like. The story unfolds nicely and has a few twists in it, which surprised me a lot. The destroyed environments also give you the feel that it has been a long time since anything was working in order in the Big Mountain. For the first time in New Vegas, Old World Blues has hidden information about Ulysses, which you're supposed to meet in the next DLC, Lonesome Road. He was first mentioned in the main game at Prim as Courier 6. He then appeared in the backstory for a character in Dead Money, and in Old World Blues it's the first time you hear him talk. I might still find a few more audio files of him, as I still haven't explored the whole map of Old World Blues. Overall, I can say that from the 3 DLCs for New Vegas, this is the one I like the most. I think all 3 of them are a must-buy for anyone that enjoys the Fallout games, but Old World Blues takes the first place. That's for sure. The reason why I like it a lot more than the other 2 is the change of playstyle. Dead Money and Hunter's Hearts are both rather made for a survival character, which mine is definitely not. Old World Blues features a much more aggressive style of gameplay, which fits my character a lot more. In the end, I can say that this DLC was way worth it, and I can't wait for the next one. Thanks for viewing, hope you liked it, hope you could understand me. My name's Derezz, and I hope to see you in the next video.